Hey my lovelies, welcome back to my channel where I break down the fundamentals of my hair care. If you're new to this channel guys, my name is Dina and we talk everything relaxed hair care over here girl. So if that's content that you're interested in, then please by all means do consider subscribing. So today's video guys is all about a follow-up, or is it a part 2 to my common red flags video relaxed hair edition. So in that video, if you haven't checked out, please go and check it out. I watched it last night and I was dying. I was literally dying. It was so funny, but it was spilling realness. It was spilling a lot of honest truths. So the video pretty much captured the common ways of identifying that your hair is damaged. Your relaxed hair in particular is damaged. Someone, however, in the comments said, you know what, you need to do a follow-up video as to how to rectify or possibly address some of these common hair issues. So that is what this video is going to be all about. I'm not sure if it's going to be all that funny, but we're gonna see how best we can, dissect and address some of the common hair issues that us relaxed girls go through. All right, so let's get straight into that now. So the very first common hair issue that a lot of us go through is breakage, or let me not say breakage, but excessive breakage and excessive shedding. Now, I did a video on my breakage and my shedding, so you guys can check that out. But I think it's so important that we address some of the underlying causes of excessive breakage and shedding. Now, when we speak about excessive breakage, I'm victim to that. I have experienced that. Even at my last wash day, I was alarmed at the amount of breakage that I had. Needless to say that my hair was very smooth, very soft, but I still experienced breakage. Why? One of the very big culprits of breakage is too much or over manipulation of your hair, especially with hairstyling tools. We have to try to find ways of limiting their use or just completely just eliminating them from our hair regimens. I was in the bathroom and because the hair was so soft, you know what I mean? Because the hair was so soft, I felt like I could, comb it through with my comb. Girl, I was just hearing snags and snaps all over the place, and that literally frustrated me. Guys, it's something that we need to look at. It's something that we need to try and fix. Let's be more gentle with our hair and let's utilize our hands a little bit more. Now, as it pertains to the shedding aspect of it, there could be several reasons why your hair is shedding. Your hair follicles are not lubricated enough to hold in your hair. It could be, medical issues. So you guys know I'm anemic. It can be because of hormonal imbalances. Whatever the issue, you have to try and determine what it is. Of course, for me, I've been stocking up on beets, guys. I'm not a beets lover, but I've been incorporating more beets into my diet. I've been drinking more water, and also I've been making a conscious effort to take my iron tablets daily. And if you're in the Caribbean as well, green banana is something that we have a lot of, and so I've been incorporating a lot of that into my diet. I'm trying to find ways of feeding my body iron nutritious foods. So that's something that you can probably look into in order to minimize your shedding. Common hair issue number 2, thinning ends. Oh my gosh. I am also a victim of this. I just got a relaxer and I wasn't pleased. I was not happy. I was far from satisfied with the health of my ends. It is a constant issue within our relaxed hair community, and I don't know how we're gonna solve it, but these are just some of the suggestions that I'm going to put forward. So it goes without saying that your hair thins, your hair breaks because of lack of moisture, right? You have to find a way to moisturize and seal your hair often. If this is not done, that is going to result in dry, brittle hair. And what does dry, brittle hair do? Dry, brittle hair breaks. So we have to be mindful of that. I know we love our styling tools, our flat irons, our blow dryers, and of course these can be incorporated, but ensure that you're protecting your hair before you utilize a styling tool. So your heat protectant is a must, and also be sure of how you are utilizing these blow dryers. I know for me in particular, whenever it is that I'm blow drying my hair, I try to keep away from the attachments. That comb attachment for me rips out my hair. I prefer to utilize my Y2 comb and detangle my hair while I hold the dryer over my hair. So that for me helps in terms of minimizing the amount of breakage that I see when utilizing a heat styling tool. Also, some of us don't particularly need to have our flat irons at the maximum temperature. You can set your flat iron a little lower and still achieve, manageable results. So be mindful of that. Also, think think about tucking away your ends. I know sometimes, you know, we relax our hair, we straighten our hair, and we want to show the world, hey, my hair is long, my hair looks good, my ends look all right. But constantly leaving out your ends, guys, can create so much problems for you. It can lead to dryness, it can snag on your clothing. So I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that, but just be mindful of how many times you decide to leave out your hair. Sometimes when you look at your ends, you have to find a way to let them go. You have to let go of your ends, cut them off and start afresh. And you've seen my video of how my ends were last year, and the drastic difference that a nice little cut made. So as much as we want to hold on to them, holding on to them sometimes will not do any good. Cut them off and start again. Common hair issue number 3, no luster, no shine. If you know about me, you know I love shiny hair. Shiny hair for me is healthy hair, babes. If it's not shining, it's not healthy. So many times when your hair is lackluster, it's because one, maybe you're not utilizing the right moisturizer and oil combination for your hair. Find you a really good moisturizer, something that when you put it on, you instantly feel your hair being soft and you instantly see that sheen on your hair. Follow up as well with an oil. You put it on your hair, light soul shines on your hair and you see that sheen. So that is what you essentially want. Sometimes persons may go in with a hair serum, because hair serums as well are meant to add a little bit of polish or a little bit of shine to your hair. So that's something that you can think about incorporating as well. But one of the other reasons why your hair may be looking lackluster or lack shine, it could be because maybe you're not deep conditioning properly, or maybe you're not deep conditioning at all. That's a way of really allowing moisture-based products to penetrate deep down into your hair and provide it with the nourishment that it needs for it to reflect on the outside, you know. So think about how you are deep conditioning your hair. Think about your wash day on a whole when it comes to that particular issue. Common hair issue number 4, thinning edges. Ooh, oh my gosh, I'm thinking about what I said in the previous video. Oh my gosh, I was so mean, but we've all been there, so I'm speaking to myself as well. But this is definitely an issue that a lot of us Black people go through. Like, I would leave my house and I would see at least 1 or 2 persons every day with no edges. What the hell? How do we allow ourselves to get that far? You know, I'm not even knocking people who generally have a health issue that's causing the thinning of your edges, but I want to bash people who constantly wear protective styles, because this is generally one of the causes of thinning edges. We love to put in protective hairstyles and we're wearing these protective hairstyles for months. Why? Okay, fair enough. You paid a good amount of money to put them in, but you should be keeping in hairstyles over a month, guys. That is a recipe for no edges. And of course, it may be the type of protective hairstyles that you're putting in. The box braids, girl, those tiny little braids, when you're cornrowing your hair and you're picking up every inch of hair on your head and you're leaving it in for longer than a month. And not to mention that some persons not only leave them in for that length of time, but you're not taking care of your hair underneath the braids. It's as if you're putting in braids or whatever protective style and you're saying, I'm setting it, I'm forgetting it until I'm ready to take it out. Guys, protective hairstyles are supposed to give you a break from manipulating your hair, but it's not an excuse to not take care of your hair. Are you seeing the difference here? And not to mention the common lace front wigs, everybody using the got to be, and the glue is there sticking onto your edges, and by the time you lift up the wig, your edges are lifted up too. Your edges are gone, clear. Gone. Guys, be careful with these hairstyles. And I know, you know, they're fashionable, they're trendy, they make you look different. Yeah, that's cool. But be mindful of how often you're putting them in, and be mindful of the length of time that you're leaving them in your hair. Now, for those of you who possibly do not put in those hairstyles, but you're still struggling, it could be that you're placing too much emphasis on styling your edges in the morning. Just give them a break, yo. Give them a break. Now, when I had my issue with my edges being thin, I realized that it was down to the gel that I was using. Oh my god, that gel dried out my edges. And imagine putting that on your hair every single day. Every single day your hair is getting drier and drier, and you're still putting a brush on it. Eventually it's going to go, right? So be mindful of the products as well that you're using on your edges. Try to find things that are a little bit more moisturizing so as to prevent that dryness that a lot of gels cause, right? Common hair issue number 5 and number 6, I'm gonna try to lump them them together. So one was mushy hair and the other was weighed down or limp hair. Now of course this can be caused by overuse of products, especially for those of us with fine hair. We know that the weight of a product is essential for us, right? Because if you're thinking about putting castor oil in your hair every night, babes, your hair is not going to have any body. Your hair is not going to be moving. Your hair is going to be stiff. It's going to be weighed down. It's going to be glued down to your scalp because castor oil on a whole is very, very, very thick. So you want to think about the weight or the thickness of a product before you apply it to your hair and know how much of that product you want to apply to your hair. Now when it comes to mushy hair, guys, I said in my previous video that, you know, I experienced that one time. One of the main things that I would say to counteract that, give your hair a really good wash. When I say a good wash, I mean a clarifying wash. Strip your hair completely of everything that's in it and start again. When I say start again, I'm speaking about choosing a deep conditioner, for instance, that has in both moisture and protein. So you're getting the best of both worlds. If you don't have such a deep conditioner, maybe you may want to mix a protein-based conditioner with a moisture-based conditioner in order to sort of help to rebalance your hair and bring back some life to it, because mushy hair still doesn't have any life. Common hair issue number 7, dry and brittle hair. Now, have you ever been in a state where your hair is dry, you add moisturizer, you add oil, it feels good at the moment when you add it, but 2 hours later your hair is dry again? Now, one of the things that I want you to consider in this regard is that the type of products that you're using, that could be a huge factor. I like to recommend things, but I like to recommend things that I've tried and things that I've proven, but I'm going to just stick it out there. Some persons say that baggy in their ends really helps to make a difference to, you know, the brittleness and the dryness that they feel. So if you are interested in that, if that's something that you want to look into, then by all means consider that. For those of you who are new to what baggy in is, you moisturize and seal your hair as usual, and then you follow up with a little plastic cap over your ends or over your entire head, and you leave that there for about 20 to 30 minutes. You take it off and your hair is supposed to feel really nice and refreshed. Common hair issue number 8 is product buildup, and I think this relates a lot to, you know, having weighed down or mushy hair. Now for me, my common cause of product buildup is utilizing silicone based products, and I am such a victim of this because I love my John Frieda serum, and of course this is high in silicones. So around day 5 or day 6 of my normal regular week, I would then start to utilize my John Frieda on my hair, and I can feel the difference. I can legit feel the difference in my hair. It feels as though I'm coating my hair, but my hair does not feel moisturized. So it's so important that you have to know when to use serums in your hair, because serums typically just sit on top of your hair and prevent moisture from going in. So most times what I would suggest, utilize your serum once within the week. So possibly at the start of your wash day. Utilizing your serum during the rest of the week, yes, you can do that, but just be mindful about how serums work. They lock in moisture and they prevent additional moisture from seeping in through your hair. So that's why it's so important that you have to wash your hair very, very, very well to just eliminate all of that buildup. And that's why it's so important as well for you to clarify your hair. Alright guys, so that's it for today's video. My memory card was full, so I didn't get to record an ending, but I hope that this video was helpful to you. I want to do videos, guys, that are personal to me. I want to give you advice and tips that I've personally utilized, because I think that makes the sharing of information a bit more authentic. So yeah, I hope these were helpful tips for you. I'm still learning, and I'll continue to learn, and as I continue to learn, I'll share with you. Thank you so much for watching today's video. Of course, if you haven't yet already, hit the subscribe button, like this video, share this video with a friend, girl, and tell a friend to tell a friend to stop over on DenaJ's channel. I try to upload videos almost every single Sunday, although this video wasn't really uploaded on Sunday. But yeah, until next week Sunday, take care. Bye.